September 9th is a special day across Major League Baseball when we celebrate the life and career of the great Roberto Clemente. Al Leiter is here, and Al, you're a winner of the Clemente Award for your work both on and off the field. What did winning that award mean to you?
It's the best baseball award I ever got. As an individual, I was lucky enough to have been on some world championship teams, but I wasn't good enough to win a Cy Young. And I just think it represents what Roberto Clemente was and who he was as a person. And we're more than just baseball players. I always felt that way, especially as a starting pitcher. I know I had some latitude to be able to do some community service things for the club and in the community and, just to help out. And I always thought that when you have a chance to help others anytime, when it wasn't a distraction with the guys that are playing or when your game days are, it's something that I'll never forget. And I think well deserving. I'm glad baseball is doing this with respect to honoring Roberto Clemente.
That's well said, Al. Thanks.
Rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between two teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These two teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in this season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
Ian Anderson, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to 3.
Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Dominic Smith.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Randolph able to track it down for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. Nothing for the Mets in the first, and after a break, the Braves swing the bat. Stay tuned to MLB Network. Digging in will be Tyson Randolph. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And now the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Next, it'll be Tyson Randolph. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Let's go, kid. Here we go.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Dominic Smith will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. And now in the box, Tyson Randolph. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic and motion, we might have something. Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about it.
Next to hit is Tyson Randolph, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him. And hey, man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they can beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy, too.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The New York Mets took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Marcus Stroman earned his 9th win of the year. Ian Anderson is slapped with his 15th loss of the season. Edwin Diaz earns the save out of the bullpen, his 42nd. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody. From Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside Truist Park. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between 2 teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These 2 teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in this season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
And now, Kyle Lewis. He went deep in the contest last night. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. So to get his day started at the plate, Tyson Randolph trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Now here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Flowers has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hit in the air to right field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for the Mets, but they're on top 2-0. Next to stand in is Tyson Randolph. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this group.
Now at the plate, Tyson Randolph. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
Oh, big guy, sear this one.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way. Lined into right, a base hit. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next up, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
One down.
Tyler.
Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Randolph will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Digging in next, Tyson Randolph. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. From the stretch. Swing and a miss as he's underneath that one for the first strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen right now, hump kid.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Davis grabs it cleanly. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run, 1 error, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Braves on top 6-3. Next to dig in, Dominic Smith. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Hey, come on, big guy. Give yourself right
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 42 on the season, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Spencer Turnbull hangs win number 11 on his line. Chris Martin closes the door for the save, number 38. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between 2 teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These 2 teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in this season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
And now here is Jeff McNeil, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
The second baseman, number 6.
Now the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Austin Slater comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Dominic Smith comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ball 2. Slater leads off first with one away. Lined into left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box now, Kyle Lewis. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The set and the 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Short, hit hard. Swanson picks it up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. J.D. Davis goes down for out number 2 in the top half. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Tyler Flowers is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the Mets pitcher, Jacob deGrom. 9-1-2 due up. And he looks at the screwball that's over for strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, we got nobody, no one down here.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
So here's Jeff McNeil. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. And there are 2 away now. Next up for New York, Austin Slater. He collected a base hit his first time up, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Next up is Tyson Randolph.
The pitcher, Tyson Randolph.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Sent on the ground out to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Pete Alonso is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
3-1 to him now. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. Stepping up is Kyle Lewis. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Albies brings it in. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 1 pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend in the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. First pitch on its way. Francisco Lindor is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Again, another foul ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Grounded to short. Swanson scoops it up. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on. And next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Hey, now we got 2.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Now at the plate is Jacob deGrom. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. One away now for the Mets in the 6th. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. And a ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. Little chopper back to the mound. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. So next to hit is Austin Slater. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the 1st inning of play. Swanson brings it in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So stepping in is Tyson Randolph. Grounded out in his last at-bat.
Tyson Randolph.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Off speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1.
Hey, you better fly up there, huh?
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball.
So now into the box is Dominic Smith. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on it.
On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip. And that misses, ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-0 now.
3-0.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1.
Yeah, we got one here.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Into the box, Kyle Lewis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to 2nd now with only 1 away. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Now into the box, J.D. Davis. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. From the stretch.
1-0.
One down.
Now the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Tyler Flowers.
Now the pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Tyler Flowers.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
2-2 to the Mets catcher. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Drilled to the right side. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the Braves manager out. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Dylan Betances wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Edwin Diaz records the save, his 43rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
3 hours and 45 minutes.
Getting set for baseball under the lights just outside of Atlanta at Truist Park. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Miami enter the day having lost their last 10 contests. We'll see if they can turn that around next. Milt Russ will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get it.
And stepping in, J.J. Bleday. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Randolph is there, 2 down.
Ball 4, take the minute.
And now Tyson Randolph. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the right fielder, Tyson.
Here's the pitch.
Randolph.
Nope, at the ball.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for.
So next to bat will be Tyson Randolph. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Full count now, 3-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Braves. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Connor Scott. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Randolph is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder Tyson Randolph.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
That evens it up 1-1. And the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today? Ready now is Tyson Randolph. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB now. Marquez certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty V, well, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
2-2, here it is. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly.
Up next from Miami, J.J. Bleday. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
And that brings up Javi Baez. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone!
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Marlins used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Guillermo Marquez wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Milt Russ pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Dylan Floro hammers down the save, his 34th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball next. Max Fried will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
First offering on its way. Tyson Randolph comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they have to build off their win in their last game. They were able to break a losing streak. They were finally able to get everybody to relax a little bit. We were able to sit down with the manager pre-game, and you can tell the stress has just come off.
All right, come on now, one time, let it fly.
The 1-2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Now to the plate, Tyson Randolph. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And that one yanked just foul.
Oh, baby, see it driving.
Once again, a 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan.
At the plate now is Brian Anderson. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's gone just 2 for 13. Skied into straightaway right. Randolph is there to put it away for out number 1. Ready now for the Marlins, Chad De La Guerra. He popped out in his first trip.
Chad De La Guerra.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Randolph finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Braves lead this one 5-2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Tyson Randolph.
Tyson Randolph.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Hey, drive it deep, Big Doc. Here we go. All right, come on now. Let it fly.
Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long.
let it fly,
I don't know
let it
where
fly
that
right
ugly
here.
swing just came from.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Swing and a liner.
Come on. Let it fly right here.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Up next, Tyson Randolph. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Connor Scott. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Randolph is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Miami Marlins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jesse Hahn wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Max Fried permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Dylan Floro earns the save out of the bullpen, his 35th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
We'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.
Not exactly ideal baseball conditions with the rain coming down, but first pitch is just around the corner. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Braves baseball next. Ian Anderson gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Batting third, the right fielder.
So to get his day started at the plate, Tyson Randolph trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. He's set, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Let's go, kid. Come on, one time right here.
The 2-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how...
So here is Tyson Randolph. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
1-1 the count. And the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go as the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Stepping in next, Tyson Randolph. He bounced out last time up. And a dive, but he's back in there. He's set. Here it comes. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Wallach into foul territory.
Hey, need you right here one time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Here's the 2-1 home. Albies, base runner at first with 1 out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Harrison is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the 2nd out. So that'll bring in Monty Harrison next. No hits to this point.
Harrison.
Lifted in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. So now here is Tyson Randolph. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bird is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chad De La Guerra. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Digging in here for a pivotal at-bat, Corey Dickerson. A knock here could cut the lead to just 1 run. Comes set with the 0-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes, they worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Ian Anderson gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Sixto Sanchez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Chris Martin wraps it up for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
This afternoon,